So those are combo charts. Finally, let's say we have all this employee data. One of the greatest charts you could create is a pivot chart. We're going to learn about pivot tables. I know you've already seen a little bit about it in some of the other videos, but pivot charts are as amazing as pivot tables because it allows you to graphically, dynamically start seeing stuff. So we have all this data. This is what we could do. We could like quickly create charts like this. They don't look that exciting, right? But what is exciting is that you could click in your pivot table or click in your pivot chart. Let me get rid of the formatting thing. And I could start just playing with different stuff here. So when we learn how to create pivot charts, you'll see how to play with this stuff more effectively. But I have department and I have sum of sick days. What about if I wanted to see, instead of department, I wanted to see employee, full name, right? And now it shows me sick days by employee. Boom, instantly updated. What if I wanted to see, instead of employee, I wanted to see department, and I wanted to see, instead of sick days, I'm going to uncheck that and bring salary down here to the values. There's salary paid by department. So just real quickly, it's dynamically looking at all of this data, and it's graphing it. So how do you do that? Go to Insert Pivot Table, and then we also have Pivot Chart right here. Right? I'm going to try pivot chart, and it says, you know, do you want to select a table or range? And it looks like my table's been selected since my active cell is within it. I've got those dancing green ants around my table and put in a new worksheet. Great. Cool. And now I've got this interesting deal here, right? Like pivot table chart one. This is where I want to look. Pivot chart fields. And now I just start dragging things here to my axes and my values. So I can start doing department and overtime. Right? How much overtime by department? That's how the pivot tables work. Finally, last thing I want to show you is templates. So a lot of really cool charts, and if you go to templates, they have a bunch of pre-built spreadsheets. So this is Microsoft Office templates. You could Google that if you don't have the project file, but if you do have the project file, you can just click this link. And you can go into Excel, and you can see here they have all kinds of pre-built templates for doing different stuff with a bunch of cool charts in them. So it's a good place to look to see how do other people graph data and to get some ideas. But like my financial portfolio, personal inventory log, you know, home loan comparison, you know, they have flow charts, regional sales charts, a simple invoice, and you could search for all kinds of templates in here by going right up here. And so maybe I'm a teacher and I need to keep track of grades. I could just search for grade, teacher's grade book, teacher's grade sheet, and they have instructions in them. These are all free to use, So you just download them, like, okay, let me view the details on that. And all right, I will download that. 36 people gave it 4 stars. And I can look at each of them and choose the one I want and download it and start using it on my computer. So I found templates are really useful to know about. So that's a whole heck of a lot about charting. In a brief period of time, you are on the fast track and you're learning some great stuff and you're loving it. You're loving it. Right now, you're loving it. You're just like, I love Excel. I love it. I love this training. I love life. I'm going to be like ruling the world from my basement now that I have these Excel skills. Truly, hopefully it's beneficial to you. All right, onwards and forwards, forward and onwards to the next videos. Here we go.